Hello YouTubers, today's video is the Elvis Presley Museum in Memphis, Tennessee. A must-see while at Graceland would be Presley Motors in the Elvis Presley Museum. At this location you're going to find many of Elvis Presley's favorite cars, several Cadillacs, Mercedes-Benz, as well as a couple of Rolls-Royces. You'll also see some of the cars that his family has had, including the Mercedes-Benz that was returned back to the museum from Priscilla Presley. One of the cars not shown at the museum is the 1960 pearl white Cadillac stretch limousine. This is painted pearl white with real pearl dust and is trimmed with 14-karat gold plating. Some of the accessories of this white stretch limo include a television set, a wet bar, a stereo, and a telephone. Now, this particular car is only available to see at the Country Western Hall of Fame Museum in Nashville, Tennessee. One of the most unique cars seen is Elvis's 1973 Stutz Blackhawk. Of course, one of the most well-known cars of Elvis Presley's is actually his mother's pink Cadillac. Even though she could not drive, she insisted on the color and had it painted several times until it met her satisfaction. Elvis also had a fondness for Ferraris and Lincoln Continentals as well. One of his favorites was this purple Lincoln Mark IV. Elvis also enjoyed a couple of his Rolls Royces that's also on display in the museum. The white Rolls Royce that Elvis Presley once owned was also owned by Michael Landon of the Bonanza fame, as well as Little House on the Prairie. The dune buggy on display is actually a duplicate of one that Elvis Presley had once owned. Elvis did love his stretch limousines, and two of them that he also had there at the museum were his Mercedes-Benz stretch limos. He's got a silver as well as a purple one. Both quite famous, both well equipped, and up close they're very nice to look at. Another section that's included with the price of admission to the museum is Presley Cycles. Presley Cycles has got many of Elvis Presley's personal motorcycles, as well as a couple of boats that one in fact he had named after his mother, that's located in the museum as well. Also featured in this exhibit is Lisa Marie's pedal cart. You'll see in this exhibit that Elvis not only loved cars, he also loved his motorcycles, and there's several of all different sizes. Elvis also had several golf carts. These golf carts that he, his staff, and his friends used to use to run around on the grounds of Graceland. Another one of Elvis's prized possessions was his John Deere tractor, which he loved very much. Of course, Elvis was very proud to have served in the United States Army, and there's a full exhibit with a lot of memorabilia, including his uniforms from the era. In this exhibit, you'll find not only the uniforms, but some films from that time, everything from when he was inducted into the Army to the time that he actually got out in his interview after his discharge. An interesting footnote is that Elvis was originally inducted to enter the Army in January. However, during January, he was filming Kid Creole, and the cost for him to go into the Army at that time would cost the production company approximately $15 million. So arrangements were made to have him deferred to enter the Army until March of that same year. Of course, an Elvis museum would totally be not complete if it didn't have different clothing that Elvis had worn, both during his performances as well as some of the movies that he starred in. Included in some of the clothing are the outfits that he wore during his combat tours and broadcasts. It's amazing to walk into the room where many of his awards and his gold records and platinum records are proudly displayed for the public to see. Make sure when you purchase your tickets that you spend the extra $5 to do the tour through the Graceland aircraft, which includes the Lisa Marie. It's not a very high price just to see a real neat aircraft. I hope you enjoyed the sampling of the Elvis Presley Museum, and if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and most of all, thanks for watching.